Hey everyone, hope everyone's safe and well and enjoying their Sunday morning, evening, afternoon. Um, Whenever you get a chance to check this out, thanks for pressing play. Some interesting chemtrail formations over my skies today. Very interesting. These are not natural at all. Some more up there as well. This video is really, it's the second time I'm recording it from something I watched earlier, but I uploaded it and there was only one view before I realised that there was a mistake I'd made, so I deleted it, so I'm re-recording it now. And it's basically on the back of this that I watched earlier on PK22's channel, video he did uploaded today. I'll leave a link for that. And it's basically, again, this Manchester charade, or mirage, Manchester mirage, I'm trademarking it as now. It's turning into, like, it is Coronation Street, which, if you Google it, if you're not from the UK, straight away you realise I think it's the longest running soap on our television, TV show, which again ties in with everything going, the duality, the fake lives that people watch every day on a soap, thinking that it's real but it's not, and they talk about it and it's part of their day-to-day routine. This is now, for me, what this is. It's just an extended version of Coronation Street, because they're using people like this guy. And I'm sorry, yeah, for a homeless guy, look, he's got that typical look. You'd see him as an extra in any of these type of shows. So all these kind of people they're using, in my opinion, they're probably just on a list from Coronation Street extras. They've probably got hundreds on there from all the agents. So it's worth watching that video for this, but the timestamp of where I caught it was just in the segment that ITV is showing with this interview. They cut away from him chatting his rubbish, and they just go to a shot with his hands, and there's like a yellow blanket, clearly referring to the bumblebee again, for the Manchester bee. Again, it's yellow and black, so it's a warning sign. And it's a little segment. It's not meant to mean anything to the normal viewer, but to me it clearly meant something, because I know how these twisted psychos are working. So I want to just go straight to the point in the bit what I mean. There. So it's just about 7 seconds, 8 seconds into the ITV News actual clip, and at that point in PK's, they cut away for a few seconds. I mean, it's better to watch it. They'll cut away for a few seconds while he's talking, and you get that little shot. Not meant to mean anything, but clearly I've already picked up on the yellow and the black, the bumblebee bit there. But also that. And one thing I've learnt now, any kind of thing to do with the news stories after these false flags, that involve numbers, it's code. So I wanted to just pick up on that 250. What is that? It doesn't need to be there, but it is. Again, ITV News, they've put this interview together, obviously after the event. It's obvious that it's fake. I mean, how did they keep in touch with this homeless guy? Did he do all that attending at the scene, wait for the ambulance to arrive, then what? They tested him for all the diseases under the sun because he's been touching children with his hands that now look a bit cleaner. How clean were they at the time when he was pulling these nails out of people, wiping blood from children's eyes? And it's because it's a psyop in itself. This could be a psyop on its own without the Manchester bombing. If this was just a report on the news, a child got run over, say for instance, and there was a homeless man nearby, he went to attend her, but then there's a news story based on the fact that he did it but accidentally gave her something. That could be a news story, couldn't it? Or that he didn't, but there was a potential risk that he could have because he was tested and found out to have something. A news story could make a story out of that and divide opinion across the the nation if that was on the news at 10, just on its own. So that's what we're dealing with here, psyops within psyops. I mean, they're really crazy psychos. But picking up on the number, I know they've put that there for a reason. I just want to see, let me show you my opinion on that reason really for 250. So it's 250 plus 52. I've done it that way without adding the 1 to there, but also the right way of that way, just because of I know there's patterns in things, so you can't, it's better for me to write it as it is, so then I can see the pattern if there is one. There isn't always, but so going just with this one, adding the mirror again of that, you get that, which I could represent as well as, in my way looking, 8 and the 11, using the 4 plus the 4, and you've got the 11 left in the middle. So like 8 representing time, 11 the towers. Okay, 302 this time with 250 plus 52. Actually it comes to that, 302. Plus its mirror, 203, 505. Carrying on, plus that mirror of itself, it's the same, 1010. Straight away you can see where I followed that on with, if you just drop one of the O's you got 101, drop them both you got 11. But in the way that I, not really dropping the O's, there's the ones that you use, the O's you use one there and you use the other one underneath for an 8. So it's like 811 again. You could also have the 8 the other way around, like sideways, and it could be the infinity sign. But yeah, basically 2 gates at a time, the towers, that's representing the time, and they're the 2 towers. But then just looking again at 250, simple little segment of this homeless actor, they've got something there with 250 on it. So 25 plus 52, just dropping the O's. So 25 plus its mirror, 52, 77. 77 is basically 7 times 11, or 711. Now there, I'm kind of thinking, well, if this is sort of the saying about a date, we've got 3 options. 7th of July there, just with 7-7. 11th of July, 11th of the 7th. We've also got 7th of November. They like to do things in 3s, yeah. But this is the bit that I made a mistake on the first video upload that I did. So for some reason, in my mind this morning, it was that, but it's obviously not. I was doing 711 plus 117, its mirror, and I thought it came to that. I started going into all the, but it's not 888, it's 828, isn't it? So I'm glad I actually watched that back quickly before leaving it up there. But I think it's a sign for me to have a few days off these videos, but so I'm going to. But carrying on then. So 828. Now there, see what I'm doing? 82 and 28, the combination of the 2 possibilities kind of thing from the 3 there. That comes to 110. Or also, if you're writing it out, 110, it's the same as that, if you don't carry it over. Let me just quickly do that bit to show what I mean. So 82, 28. You've just got like 2 10s, haven't you, if you just did it like that. Which again goes back to there. Okay. But also the 110, carrying on with that 110, which is what 82 plus 28 comes to. It's 110, yeah. 110 plus its mirror, 11, 121, or 12 plus 21 again with the combo of the two, 12 and the overlap, 21, 33. Also 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3. Dual 33 as well. Have a great Sunday and bank holiday if you're from the UK. And yeah, peace to everybody else. Take care everyone.